Hi everyone, this is Week back again on another review. And before starting this review, I wanted to thank my fellow subscribers that really warmed my heart because I reached 3,000 subscribers, and that's a milestone because this channel is really a very we can say a very channel. We are not sponsored. We are never going to be sponsored, and we don't. We are not even monetized. And I don't want to be monetized. I want to be only dedicated this channel to my subscribers and to my very unique passion, which are fragrances from the past, from today, and from the future. So thanks from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. And it's a milestone, and I really mean it. So now let's go back to our review. Today I'm going to review Moschino Uomo, released in 1998 by the House of Moschino, Italy. Is a woody floral fragrance. The perfumer behind is master perfumer Oliver Cresp. Let's break down the notes. Top notes are aldehyde, coriander, also lily of the valley, and Brazilian rosewood. Mid notes are cyclamen, cinnamon, clary sage, and labdanum. Base notes are musk, ambergris, cedar wood, and wormwood. Main accords are aromatic, musky, floral, citrusy, woody, also soft and spicy, and ambery accords. So what we can say about this fragrance, this is a masterpiece in the bottle. I know that you always you always listen to me and I repeat that, but I really mean it because this fragrance was made by the House of Moschino in the end of the 90s, but it still has all the speciality, all the specific of the 90s fragrances. It's a very 90s fragrances. And Oliver Cresp, he's a master perfumer, and he knows very well how to blend. He knows very well how to make a great scent. And this fragrance belonged to the very, very unique club of the 90s fragrances. Hopefully, is still in production, and the reformulation is okay. I'm not going to complain. It's not a bad reformulation. Price value is great. You can have it for between $35 to $50. A big bottle is still available, which is very nice because lots of fragrances from that era are now gone or discontinued or very hard to find. But no, this one is available, and fortunately available, I would say. It's a perfect scent for spring. It's not a very heavy scent. It's not a very musky or woody or woody fragrance that I will advise you to wear for fall and winter. No, this one is a real perfect scent for spring and even early summer. No problem. You can wear it on a spring or even early summer. It's a real great fragrance. It's a real Italian fragrance. It's not a French fragrance. It's not an American fragrance. It's Italian. Has those vibes from Italy, and those accords are perfectly made to be Italian. This is a very Italian fragrance. So I really love this fragrance. And later, I'm not very keen of the latest fragrances released by Moschino, but this one, it's a real gem in the bottle. It's a real masterpiece, and it's a real classic. Moschino Uomo became a classic. Moschino Uomo è una fragranza classico. It's a real classic fragrance. It's a real Italian classic fragrance. So if you are searching for a budget-wise, classic, aromatic Italian fragrance, then here is Moschino Uomo. Go for it. This fragrance deserves all the highlights. It's not outdated. Uh, it's a very versatile fragrance. The scent trail is perfect. The scent bubble around you will last 5 6 hours, and you get compliments. It's a real compliment getter too. This is a very important fact, because what the heck are we use if you wear a very expensive fragrance and you never get a compliment? Because wearing a fragrance, it's also a, a purpose to get compliments. But if you don't get compliments out of a fragrance, even a very expensive fragrance, so there is no use to wear it, because I think this fragrance has something wrong with it. Even if you love that fragrance, but you should get compliments. You should get at least one or two compliments. With this one, you get compliments. It's a real compliment getter, guaranteed. I tell you, with the Moschino Uomo, you will get compliments. Wear it on. It's not a very formal fragrance. It's not a fragrance for clubbing or night. It's more fragrance for daytime, casual, nice wearing, having a good lunch, having a brunch with your friends, or going to movie theaters or meeting your friends, but it's not a real nighttime fragrance. So I advise you to wear it on daytime. You can wear it also on office. No problem to wear it on if you work as an office worker, that will harm nobody. This fragrance, it's a perfect fragrance for spring, for early summer, and it's a real fragrance for those who loves Italian fragrances, because I'm one of them. I really, I love Italian fragrances, maybe because of my origin, but I really, really love Italian fragrances. Italian fragrances from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s, even from the 60s, like Acqua di Selva, Acqua di Pino, or we later on Cerruti, also Armani, also Renato Balestra, or I always review them, and you can find. I created a special Italian fragrances playlist. You can check most of my Italian reviews and go there, check it out, and this one will be part of it, because it's one of my very favorite Italian fragrances. And I'm very thankful that this fragrance is still alive and still in production. And this is very important for me, because those fragrances from the past, we should cherish them. They are not going to be replaced easily. With the new fragrances, with the new perfumers, we are not going to find such kind of fragrances anymore in the coming years, or very hard or very rare to find. So this is my take from Moschino Uomo. I wanted to share it with you. Thank you, everyone. God bless you, everyone. Stay tuned, stay safe and sound, and until we talk again, cheerio.